Hello and welcome to today's video as we cover the LCK disappointments from world's history. Now, keep in mind, probably not going to do the LEC or LTA because we don't have, I don't have enough space on my computer to possibly make a video of that length at this time. So, we have four teams that did not get out of group stage or Swiss stage in LCK history at Worlds. Since this format has come into existence, an LPL team has not, if you missed yesterday's video. So, first we have 2013 Samsung White. They only were a thing in Champions. Second seed, they went 11-1 in total game score during Champions. Winter and summer, I believe, is what it was called. Maybe spring and summer. Either way, 11-1 in total game score. Playoffs, 14-10, and 5-4 during the event. So that's a 92% win rate during the regular season, 58% in playoffs, 56% at Worlds. Remember, Worlds Season 3, T1 did win, if I recall. So, the LCK did find a way to win. 2018 would be the next time a Korean team did not get out of groups. It was Gen.G. In their first season. They were just a thing in summer. Obviously defending world champions, which is notable and why many consider them to be one of the biggest disappointments in all of league history. Coming off of that win and then not getting out of group stage in 2018, and it being, hell, the last time in that format that the LCK could not get out of group stage. Going 28-16 during the regular season, 9-6 during the playoffs, and only 1-5 during the event. A very disappointing performance. And then we have D plus the last two seasons. Some might say this year them not going is a blessing for the LCK because they couldn't get out of Swiss stage. I think that it's interesting because I thought that team would be better than KT at this event. We see KT being the first team that locked itself in to the quarterfinals, not dropping any games. I don't think they dropped any games. Yeah. Kind of crazy. So in 2023, D plus were the 4 seed. They went 50 wins, 30 losses during the regular season, 8-7 during playoffs, and then 4-4 at Worlds. That is a 63% win rate, 53-50. Last year was a little messier. During the regular season, 50 wins, 37 losses. Playoffs, 12-17, and then 3-6 at Worlds. So they actually had a negative win rate in the playoffs when you combine spring and summer and regional finals before heading to the international event. One could argue that that was a telltale sign that this team might struggle. It was even worse off than the year before. Now, you drop Canyon and go with Lucid, that's what's going to happen in part. But there's a case to be made that they might have improved at the AD carry role, going from deft to aiming at that time, and going from Kana to Kingen in the top lane. But in the end, it was not enough, as D Plus struggled. And you could argue that maybe because of the prior year's disappointment that it did not affect people quite as much in the LCK that their team did not get out of Swiss stage, because hell, the team had done it the year before, and this year the team wasn't maybe as good. And it's hard to really rival that Gen.G season, in theory. It's hard to for me to even propose, hey, comment down below with which team do you think was the most disappointing. I think it's pretty easy. It was Gen.G. Unless you watched in 2013 and Samsung White were that good. And or Samsung Ozone or MVP Ozone, whatever the fuck they were called. And maybe they did disappoint people that watched back then, more so than Gen.G. Yeah. So, I mean, do D plus have that, like, thing is, because they've won Worlds and been very competitive for a long time, this was the first year they didn't go to Worlds in their history. It's one of those things where it's like, are we missing them at this event? Are they the worst LCK team in World's history? You could make the case that it's yes. Even though they won, they are the only team to not get out of the group or Swiss stage twice. And the format is kind of the nature of it. The nature of the format kind of sucks. I'm not a big Swiss stage guy. I prefer group stage, um, personally. Um, I don't think either one are perfect by any means. I think both are extremely flawed. So before anyone says, yeah, but group stage also, yes, both do have a lot of problems. And I've made content around what I believe a perfect format would be, and this is not it. And neither is double elim, without a reset. But regardless, um, yeah, we had 9 teams in LPL history not get out of group stage, and 4 teams in the LCK. So, and if I do one about North America and Europe, we'll be here all night, and that's kind of the nature of the beast. We don't really have, especially Europe. A lot of times teams got out, and it's like a thing like, what would you write in here? The biggest surprise team. I mean, I maybe we go surprises instead of disappointments, because honestly, I don't think like, how do I put this? Like G2 and Fnatic have gotten out a lot of hell. Fnatic have won worlds, right? Back when carpenters and plumbers played League, but still, um, it's a thing. Like if I go over that, who is the biggest surprise? And that maybe there's content around that. Um, maybe, maybe. We'll see. But regardless, thank you for watching. Not as interesting as yesterday, but still. Another thing, none of these teams went to MSI. Again, none of the teams in these 2 videos ever went to MSI. They only go to Worlds and drop out. So, thank you for watching. If you liked the video, like it. Subscribe to the channel for daily League of Legends content. Follow me on Twitter, join the Discord, become a YouTube supporter, and hope to see you again tomorrow.